Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a new frame, and it's called the Hantu'6. So this is a 6-inch super light quadcopter. It's we could say floss cloned inspired in a way. It's a 6-inch. It's going for 20 bucks, so it's hella cheap. And let's go ahead and take a look at it. So currently, let's just see the inside part. I just want to see how much room we have inside. So we have around 23 millimeters of space inside. And now this, I believe, can be a top and a bottom mount battery frame here. I don't know, it doesn't really say, but I think you could do both ways if you want. And as you could tell, it takes 20 by 20 and 30 by 30 mounting holes. So if you have a 20 by 20 stack, it'll do that. And it's an M3 sized for the 20 stack. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to see like this unless I do this. So here's the 20 by 20 mounting hole stack, and it is M3 holes. So take that into consideration. And there's your 30 by 30. And that's pretty much it down here. They cut some of this off to reduce some of the weight. Now they're stating it's 58.6 grams, but it's actually 64 grams. But maybe it's because I added these little 3D printed parts, but we'll get into those later on. So the arms do come separately. You do have to connect them. I mean, it comes in the package obviously, but you have two screws that hold them in place. One goes into the standoff and the other one goes into a self-locking nut. I didn't tighten them down all the way as much as I could. Actually, I didn't even tighten them down that much at all. I just wanted to see if there's going to be some play. There is some play, but when tightened down, should be better. But there's quite a bit of play here for my liking when it's loose like this. But that's, you know, something to be expected. They don't really interlock, they just touch, and there's a specific way to put them. Overall, let's check its arms. It's 4 millimeters like they're stating. So the arms are 4 millimeters. We have the upper plate should be around 1.9. Bottom plate is 3 millimeters. So actually, bottom plate is 3.3 millimeters. Upper plate is like 1.9-ish millimeters. So it's pretty good. However, it's very difficult to show you on camera. But I did see a bit of delamination, and what that is due to is basically they didn't cut it good. They were not cutting good, or they were not using very good carbon fiber. That's one thing, or just, you know, the piece that's cutting the carbon fiber probably wasn't that great, because I did see some delamination. What is delamination? These are basically fibers, like strands of hair kind of sometimes, and if you don't cut it just perfect speed and perfect everything, they'll pop up like this and they'll hang it, and if you try to remove it, it'll actually rip a layer off, like a super tiny layer, because it's a fabric that's embossed in this resin, which makes it stiff here. And for being a 6-inch, the bottom plate is pretty stiff. I really like that. The bottom plate is not really flexing that much. The arms felt pretty good. They seem like they're cut great. But where I saw the most delaminating part was the upper plate here. I think they're using a little bit cheaper carbon for the upper plate, but the bottom side seems to be all right. So let's just see here. I'm just curious about this. This is 11 millimeters. So the arms are 11 millimeters wide, and they will take, as you can tell right here, it'll take anywhere between a 16 in diameter and 19, which is 2205 to 2306 XX, all those kinds of motors. So that'll work right there. Perfect. You're not gonna have any issues with that. And it is a 6-inch, so if you put 5-inch props, it'll be even quieter than a normal 5-inch, because the propellers will get cleaner air that way. So if you're looking for a really super light budget frame, this could be it. I mean, I haven't flown it. I don't think I'll fly it. I don't think I'll build it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. And that's all I could really say about it, guys. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else I can say right here. Oh yeah, the 3D printed part, the 3D printed plastic parts, they're not that great actually. They're not great at all. The quality is pretty terrible. It feels like it's an old, do you know how you have like an old bicycle tire, or even an old car tire that's just been in the sun? It's like super old. And that feels like the material. That's how it looks like. It's like it's aged, and it's, yeah, but you could 3D print your own stuff if you have a 3D printer. One is super loose, so it's useless, as you can see. And this one will hold, hopefully it'll hold pretty good, hold your camera pretty good. Back here, I don't know what the hell they were doing, but the size is completely wrong, if you could tell. Yeah. VTX is not that small. Yeah, so this is, I don't know what you would use this for. Maybe maybe LEDs, like, you know, you just stick an LED in there, not the RGB LEDs, the normal ones. You just put it through there, then just wire it down. I don't know, but anyways, I mean, it's a cool little frame. It's hella cheap actually. It's $20.99, so it's cheap, light, and the cuts aren't very good, I can tell you that right now. But overall, I mean, it's pretty good for $20. I mean, if this is something which you're trying to get at, $20, it's not a bad deal. I don't know how it flies. Might build it, might not build it. Time will tell. And that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider joining my Patreon. Help support this channel. Help support this mission. You also get secret access to my shop, where I sell, you know, some of my things like a drone mesh split sane, some stuff to keep the channel going, and some awesome things from top vendors. Sometimes they do they do give back to the community in a way, and you get things a lot cheaper than they really are. So it's very fun. Go ahead and check it out. Download the application so you don't miss out, and everything's linked down below. Go ahead and check out this frame. It's being good for $20.99. Yeah, $20.99. So yep, that's it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. See you guys. Take care.